All right, today you're going to be participating in a role play game where you are going to assume the responsibilities of General Georgy Zhukov, and you are going to fight the defense of Moscow, and you're going to fight the Battle of Stalingrad using various strategies that I'll explain in a minute. So when you get into today's or to this week's folder, open up the red folder, Red General RPG, and then you'll have to open up the PowerPoint Red Journal RPG version 1. And one thing I'm going to have to say is this has to be run in presentation mode. So you will have to use this button right here to download the Red General roleplay game. You cannot do it just by scrolling through because it's got links that goes to other places in the presentation, and then links to bring you back so that you can explore various strategies, maps, etc. So you'll have to download that in order to run it. You'll also want to download or open up it's a Google form or a Google document, this flow chart that goes along with it. So as you're doing the defense of Moscow, you're going to pick one strategy. You'll write that strategy in here, right? Why you decided to do that, and then what was the outcome. Same thing for the Battle of Stalingrad. And then after you finish, you're going to explore all of these strategies. Write down, advantages and disadvantages, what a siege is, frontal assault, scorched earth, reserve deployments, counterattack, and defense in depth. And then just a quick reflection. Did you make successful choices? Why or why not? What was the result? You're going to get either rewarded or punished by Stalin based on what you choose to do, whether it was a good decision or not. And then finally, at the end, aside from the 5 options that I've given you per scenario, per battle, what else have we seen happen in class, or what else have we talked about in World War I or World War II that might have been successful, or maybe something that you've heard in another venue. Okay, so here's the Red General. As you scroll through, this is your task. You are going to be Georgy Zhukov. Your mission is to ensure success of the Soviet army. You're going to be faced with a series of decisions, both for the Battle of Moscow and Stalingrad, and your objective is to be successful. You need to look at each one of these and choose wisely based on what you think will be successful. So here's the first one. It's the defense of Moscow. The German horde has swept across Russian landscape with incredible ease. It's October 1941, and they're now at the gates of Moscow. Stalin has ordered you to prevent the capitulation of the Soviet capital. How do you respond? The first thing to do is look at the maps, right? So click on situation maps. This shows the Eastern Front. This is one we've already discussed in one of the lectures as the German forces are moving in on Moscow, and this is that double pincer operation that they used to kind of surround Moscow with forces. Go to sitemap number 2, a close-in look at Moscow with date lines on it as these armies get closer and closer and cutting off supplies to the north and south. And then finally, the last one shows specifically the number of armies aligned against Moscow and the number of armies that you'll have as General Zhukov. Once you've looked at the maps, go back to the defense of Moscow and just pick one. So we could fortify Moscow, pros and cons. It's going to tell you the pros and cons of that particular chosen strategy. What I want you to do the first time through is to decline it, pick on another one, read that one, decline it, do all 5 before you make your choice. Say you want to fortify, you'll click confirm choice right here, and it's going to give you the result. That's the result you're going to put in the flow chart that you're going to fill out and turn in. So once that's done, then it'll automatically take you to the next battle after it gives you a result. Do the same thing. Look at the situation maps. This is the move along the Eastern Front down to the Volga River and Stalingrad. So situation map number 2, situation map number 3. Take a look at both of these. This is as the Red Army is pushing back around the date lines there, and General Paulus is surrounded in the city of Stalingrad. Back to the strategy. What do we want to do? Do we want to initiate a siege, do a frontal assault? Do we want to bypass the 6th and attack deeper into Europe, attack Mainstein, which is the reserves, or deploy by strengthening the defenses? So you guys figure out what you want to do. you select the most appropriate strategy, fill in the flow chart, and then turn in that flow chart at the end of your assignment.